Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you can see me over there on Patreon. I posted the link, I think, correctly this time. Marissa here with marissamorris.com and discoverintuition.com. If you're seeing this, you're on my Patreon, and this is actually working. So hopefully you guys can watch directly from there. I wanted to just finish the manifestation thing that I started yesterday. Shoot, I should have had this on the stand. Let me see if I can do that real quick, so my hands don't shake. This is such a flimsy tripod. I own like 500 tripods, and I always find the flimsiest one. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Yay. Okay. Oh, there's my head down here. So I'm just going to stand then. Okay, so I had this box yesterday I showed you guys for like a manifestation box. Oh God, taking this off. Very, very warm in here. I want to make sure this thing is working before I record this whole lesson. Maybe if you guys are here, make a comment. No, see, there's nobody on here. So, you know what? It's recording. I'm just going to do it. Doesn't matter. So, okay, starting over again. Here we go. Okay. Hey guys, Marissa with Discover Intuition, and I'm here with my manifestation box, the one I showed you guys yesterday. That is awesome. It's got little mirrors on it. It's got like, I don't know, cool little things. So I said to go out and get a box, and I was going to teach you guys an exercise tonight on how to manifest, because the key to manifestation is one, knowing what you want, and two, being in the correct body in order to manifest. If you're in your ego, that means you're in fear. That means you're in your root chakra. That means that $1 over your overhead is rich. Like you're this like super wealthy rich. So you don't want to be in your root chakra. You don't want to be in fear. You do want to be grounded in yourself, in your whole self. You don't want to be a fragmented piece of yourself. A lot of us people that are like mediums, we spend a lot of time in the astral plane. That's not the real you. It's a false you. It's like a kind of like daydream land. So it's like a copy of reality, but it's not really reality. And it could be 10 years ago, it could be right now, it could be in the future. You just really don't know, because you don't know where it is that you're projecting from and what's on your subconscious mind and blah, 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 all that stuff. So the astral plane is very, very, very shaky, and I don't like to spend time in there. But the realms that you want to spend time in is your 5D self, and that is where you're going to manifest from. So I was saying the other day that one of the chapters in my book is called The Secret to the Secret, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to do the secret and I'm going to manifest whatever it is I want. And then they go, the law of attraction sucks. It doesn't work. And so then I could say, well, do you do like any meditation before? Do you ground yourself? Do you do anything to prepare yourself for manifesting and blah, blah, blah? And they're, no, you're just supposed to want something and then you get it. Well, for every thought that wants it, there's probably about 50,000 that don't want it, because you've got all these different pieces of yourself that, how do I put it, that hate you, that don't like you. I mean, how many times have you said in the mirror, you're ugly, you're gross, you're fat? And if you haven't done it lately because you're spiritual now and you meditate and you're self-aware, big deal. The past is still now too. There's still pieces of you. There's still all the yous that you have been up until this point within your subconscious mind. So at any point, you could be triggered by a song, by a smell, by a food, by a person, to become your 14-year-old self. So that's why it cracks me up when people go, oh, I'm fully self-aware and awakened and I just don't even care about money and I don't even care about this. It's like, well, there's a piece of you that does, and that's the piece that's being triggered by trying to manifest money, even though you believe that money is the root of all evil. And the only thing that can really, really shift that, to me, is the quantum healing that I teach with the like the quantum Reiki, where you're finding the root of the belief and then dissolving the belief and installing something new. There's theta healing, subconscious reprogramming, Psych K, all of those things that I've been trained in. I feel like those can remove that belief from the past, and that's what I have in my time travel course. So just so you guys know, the time travel course is available for sale right now, and I think that it's special for the Patreons, like only like $200 if you want to take like the beginning part of it. It's not like the whole thing. I don't think it's the whole thing. And then give us some feedback and let us know what's missing, what should be added, stuff like that. It's my Hay House course that I recorded back May of 18. Yeah, May of 18. So anyway, here's my box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ground myself first. So I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to ask that my higher self appear as like a silhouette of like a bright version of me above me. Okay. And then I'm going to ask that my shadow self that's beneath me, like on the ground, come up into me, and then that light self come down into me. So where there's light, darkness cannot exist. So you're going to shine light on your shadow, and then your shadow is not going to exist to block you from manifesting what it is that you want. Okay, so you just close your eyes, and as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, I want you to visualize that there's a shadow. There's like a sun behind you, but it's really your big, huge light body behind you of your higher self. And behind that is a huge, huge version of you, and that's your soul. So I want you to imagine that light self is moving towards you, that its feet are kind of like right here and right here, and it's going to begin to drop down into you. And as you breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, it begins to drop into you. Its feet dropping into your shoulders, legs. And as that light enters in through the top of your head, you can feel your crown opening, and you can feel yourself dissolving. You can feel yourself almost like depixelating, that all the light is getting rid of all the density that is your physical body. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just continue to breathe as that light body is called into you. And then while it's doing that, you can just call back all your shadow to be transmuted into the light. Because after all, your shadow aspects are not necessarily bad. In a family where everyone's loud, you may be quiet. So they may tell you that being quiet means that you're thinking bad things. So you push being quiet into your shadow as something that's bad, even though it's your personality to be quiet. So then later on in life, you start resenting people that are quiet. You're like, how could they be quiet? They're thinking evil things, or, whatever. So it's like something that is bad in one family is good in another, and vice versa. Some families are like, do not talk about money. That's not good. And other families, they're like, all they do is talk about money. So anyway, it's all relative, and it's all based on your beliefs, your religion, your society you're raised in, the media, your parents, their parents, their parents, their parents. It's like we're all just these little programmed robots until our soul comes in. So I'm going to say my light body is completely within my physical body now, and I've called back all shadows. Please show me what I feel like. So I kind of see a little bit of my shadow hanging out, so I'm just going to ask that to come in. There we go. And then I'm going to call in whatever piece I have attached to that. I'm all talking crap about the astral plane as my astral body. Okay, and now that I'm completely collected, I want you to take your hand, your right hand, and I want you to imagine just a big, huge, fiery white ball of light. And that's the fiery white ball of Christ light. Imagine that in your hand, and then put it right here underneath the chest bone right here and right above your solar plexus. And I want you to just imagine that white ball of light entering into right above your solar plexus. And with your imagination, just watch as it's like a ping pong ball just going around all inside of your body, clearing out anything that does not resonate with forgiveness and that does not resonate with neutrality, love, peace, joy. And I'm not going to say abundance, because abundance is different for everybody. So we're just going to get you into a state of neutrality. Actually feel that light moving around inside of you. Some areas it may get stuck, and you can say, why are you stuck there? And if it's like, well, I'm clearing this up. Well, what are you clearing up? Your 7-year-old self was neglected. So we are adding forgiveness to this area. Okay, great. Thank you. And you can even say speed it up or fast forward, or, do this a little quicker, and it'll be like, so you're really using your mental body to do this. So you're kind of willing it with your mind, but at the same time, just witnessing, just watching as it moves throughout the body. For time's sake, I'm just going to say fast forward 15 minutes for me. There we go. Now I'm clear. Okay. So after you're clear, I would suggest actually sitting and watching the whole thing go through, because you'll learn a lot about yourself, and you'll learn why you have pains in certain areas and why you have certain like hitches in like your life. Like it's actually very, very revealing exercise. Okay, so I don't have any money with me, but I was gonna bring some cash over here, and I forgot because I was meeting with somebody earlier, and I just ran over here. But let's pretend like this is money, okay? So I'm gonna put my money in here. I don't spend ones, and then when I cash checks, I buy all the twos that the bank has, and then lately I've been getting those dollar coins, like at least one roll of those dollar gold coins, and I think it's like $20 in a roll or something like that. But I go to the bank, I cash the checks, I get the twos, and then I get the dollar coins, and I put them in the box, in this guy. And there we go. I'm sorry, let me go backwards, okay? You're clear. Now I want you to put your hands on the box and imagine the white fiery ball inside the box, sorry. And then just say, please clear this box with neutrality. And you're just gonna see the white ball moving around, dissolving the box until it's like a clear box that you're holding in your hand. It's like Wonder Woman's jet, okay? So it's just completely clear. It has no opinion. This is made of wood, so it has like consciousness in it because it's wood. It was a tree, so it probably has some thoughts about being a box now. There's stuff on here that's natural that has consciousness within it. These mirrors probably have some consciousness in them. These little gems do. So we've cleared the box. We've made it neutral, transparent, clear, and then you're going to put the money in the box. And once the money's in the box, all you're going to do is imagine above you. You're going to say, how many times can I multiply this money right now? And if you see like times 5, times 10, times like 2, if you see only 2, then that's fine, just do it. So then you'll see like an x2, and then you're just going to say, please enter into the box now. And that times 2 is going to come in here, and it's going to multiply your money by 2. And you don't need to count it and know how much is there, and then say, okay, tomorrow, how much will it be okay to multiply this by? And if you see like times 10, you're like, oh, sweet, okay, times 10. Ask the times 10 to come into the box. It's going to come into the box, and it's going to cause light to swirl around and stuff like that, and it's going to create space for times 10. And then say, and the next day, so you do 3 days. So today, tomorrow, and the next day. I see times 1. That's nothing. Okay, so after times 10, it's times 1, really? So it's going to stay the same the next day. That's fine. So I don't know what's going to happen that day. I may not be working or, whatever. So times 1, and I'm going to call that in. And then I literally hear like a ding, like in my head. And so you have to have some money in there in order to do this, like even if it's just like $1 or something like that. And then what you're going to do is take the box and set it down, and then forget about it. And then, basically what's going to happen is you'll make money. Like I said, save ones. I get the 2s, and then the dollar coins, I get like 1 roll of them, but those aren't really necessary. They're just kind of cool. But when you do that, what's happening is you feel lucrative. You feel like you have a ton of money in a box. Like in your head, you're like, I have so much money in a box. It's a bunch of 1s and 2s and dollar coins, but it's your brain, your subconscious mind thinks that you have stacks and stacks of money. So what that does is it welcomes it, it attracts it into your life. So things will just start like coming in. And I used to stack them in like little stacks of $1,000 when I was doing sessions, and I was charging $500 a session. So I would just use little stacks of 1,000 until I saved up like $40,000 in like a couple months, when I couldn't even keep like more than $3,000 in my bank account before I started doing kind of like this technique. And this is before Madison was born. I wanted to save up $4,000 a month for 10 months so I wouldn't have to work when I was pregnant. And the second I had the 40,000, boom, we got pregnant. So anyways, that's how I do the manifestation boxes sometimes, and I do it other ways other times. And I haven't really done it lately with like items, but if you want to use like an item, what you would do is you'd write down, I want a Sony A7 III or A whatever my camera was that I wanted. I wrote it down in the manifestation box, and you put it in a box without the money. clear it. Like I have this other box here. This is going to die soon. So you're going to have your money box, and then you're going to have like an item box. So I would write down like, I want the Sony whatever camera. Okay, it's like $4,000 or something. So I'm going to write down Sony put it in here. And after I've done like the fiery white light of Christ to clear myself, make myself neutral, then I put that item in there and I say, please show me what the box looks like now with that item in there. And you may see like black tentacles coming out of it and all this weird stuff. Those are your beliefs about your ability to have that item. So then you just ask that the light of Christ come out of you, go into the box, and start clearing it. It may take 10 minutes, it may take 2, it may take 30, but you're just gonna watch as it just slowly but surely etches away at everything that's on the box, and it's gonna clear everything. Then what you do is you say, I am now a snow globe, and you imagine kind of like a snow globe around you, a bubble, and you imagine this getting pulled into your snow globe, and then just wait for it to dissolve. So what you've done is you've brought this item into resonance with your field and with your snow globe. If your snow globe isn't clear, just obviously say, please clear me. But that's a whole nother story. I'm actually gonna do a series on how to do the snow globe correctly, because I just realized how wrong a lot of people were doing it, because we weren't very clear about getting into this area before saying, I am now a snow globe. Not creating a snow globe around you, but just allowing one to appear, and how it appears is what your field is right now. So it'll be different every single day. So anyway, signing off, this is gonna die. Hopefully this went through. There's a few people here, I think. Nope, I hope it went through. I hope it went through. Okay, love you guys, and here's my new little setup here at the office. Isn't that cute? And isn't my Maryland picture awesome? That was in my house that I bought when I met Jeff. But and I love my picture up there too, my traveling girl. That's my inspiration to want to travel, because I'm a Cancer and I never want to leave home. So I'm like, okay, I need to get used to the fact that I may have to travel, and I'm super excited about it, but also kind of like, I'd rather just stay home. So, okay, guys, bye. So I'm not stuck.